This is the big one that everyone has been talking about. Is Shane Gostisbehere going to come to the Montreal Canadiens? Now, even recently, Pierre LeBrun has mentioned that Philly is not necessarily looking to move Gostisbehere, but they're listening to offers, and apparently Montreal could be one of the teams kicking tires on that front. Now, first and foremost, Shane Gostisbehere is an elite offensive defenseman. He's been a little up and down consistently with his point totals in terms of where he finishes and his defensive game. There's been some talk in the media, and Philly has been a little unimpressed with him in the past with his defensive game, but he was a young guy at that point, and you can always improve on that front. And when you're carrying the puck as much as he is, you're going to make some risks. He's a 26-year-old left-handed defenseman, something the Montreal Canadiens could desperately use. A guy entering his prime who could be a partner for Shea Weber. He plays a ton of minutes, and he's on a great contract, $4.5 million per season for the next 4 seasons for Shane Gostisbehere. That's unreal. He had 65 points in 2017-18, and then he was down to 37 points in 2018-19 for the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, my opinion on this. I've heard talk about putting a package together that includes Andrew Shaw, Noah Juulsen, and picks. Now, my personal opinion is that if you look generally around the league, right wings and right defensemen are some of the most valuable pieces to a team and hold the most market value. So to me, to package a right-handed right winger with the season that Shaw had last year, career year last year for Shaw, very impressive. He's one of the leaders on the Habs. To ship that along with a right-handed defenseman, especially one who's 22 years old, in Noah Juulsen, who has shown potential to be a solid top 4 defenseman for the long term, to put those two together for one asset, especially if you're adding picks on the Habs side, would be dangerous. I think that's a very dangerous thing to do. Especially even if you just think in a few years, if Noah Juulsen becomes that solid top 4 defenseman, which he is projected to be, really, he alone would be worth a left-handed defenseman in a 1-for-1 swap trade. So I think we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves of putting together a massive package for Shane Gostisbehere. Another thing, because he's on that incredibly good contract at $4.5 million per season. That's an absolute steal for a defenseman of Gostisbehere's quality. That is going to drive his value up on the market so damn high. And the only way I could see Philadelphia trading him would if it was an absolute home run, steal, no doubt about it, rip off, which I don't even know how you do. And honestly, I feel like other teams would outbid the Habs for Gostisbehere anyway. I don't want to pump anyone's tires on this rumor whatsoever. I doubt it's happening. Honestly, I very seriously doubt Philly is going to be looking to trade this guy. They do have a ton of depth on their left side D, but a few other guys are young, like Sanheim and Provorov. Gostisbehere can help them fill some time and fill big minutes while those guys continue to develop. It's just too attractive of a contract, and he's too good of a player. I don't see any reason why the Philadelphia Flyers would seriously be looking to move a guy like Gostisbehere. And yeah, if we were to get him, the starting point for Philly, they'd probably go to Suzuki. They'd probably go to Romanov. They'd probably go to our first overall pick, whether it's this year or next year. So the price for him would be absolutely insane.
And it gets dangerous once you start considering packaging together multiple assets for just one. You end up creating holes on your roster by trying to fill that left side, the hole on the left side defense. And you know what? Maybe there are guys on the market available for less that can do a similar job to Shane Gostisbehere. Maybe a guy like TJ Brody from the Calgary Flames, or Nick Leddy from the New York Islanders. And of course, Cam Fowler's name is always popping up in trade rumors with Montreal. These are other guys you can explore and check the price on before start talking about making these big multi-asset deals for one single player.
What do you guys think about Gostisbehere as a player? Do you think Montreal is going to be pursuing him via trade? What's your opinion on that? And what do you think the package would be if they were to try and go after him? Let me know in the comments if Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And of course, the bell too if you want notifications. And follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter @Scotian Canadian. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go, baby. Woo!